Thanks a lot, Matthews. Hello, I'm Lorenzo. I'm open source contributor since 2016. I've been mostly working on SmartCore, that is a machine learning framework in pure Rust. But I'm here today to introduce you to my new library that is called Arrowspace. And so let's start. What I will be introducing here, it's not just the library, it's also a short mention of the algorithm and also the potential implementations and products for AI and machine learning operations. So these are the three themes. There is graph wiring, that is the algorithm, Arrowspace, that is the library. And then we will mention briefly how the library can be actually used for productionizing models and deliver products. So basically, the idea of graph wiring started from the assessment that geometric search only leverages information in the hidden space of your vector space. So every time you run a geometric search, what happens is that the geometric points are actually matched and their similarity is computed. While instead, since 2024, with the relevant increase on dimension for text embeddings, we moved from like relatively low dimensional space to vector space up to 100, 1000, and up to 10,000 dimensions. So so geometric search was initially designed and developed for spaces up to 11, 20 dimension, can work best in what we found up to 30, 40 dimension. But once there is high dimensionality involved, there is something missing. We found out that there is something missing and that some more information can be added to the table and that's why we developed graph wiring. Arrowspace is the implementation of graph wiring, and in particular, we developed something called spectral indexing. The algorithm is proved using the perplexity framework, that is a mix of entropy and complexity. It basically helps vector search by leveraging semantic information. We will see how we define the semantic information. And and everything works from a single pre-computed learning structure that is basically this energy network computed on top of the graph Laplacian in feature space. So the main novelty is that Arrowspace is a dual space. So we basically compute together the hidden space and the feature space. The hidden space is the traditional geometric search space, while instead, again, the features, we compute this energy network on the feature space, and we try to basically mix these two signals to improve the outcome of our searches. This is highly relevant for something like for applications like vector databases, and we know now how important they are for retrieval augmented generation and a lot of downstream applications. This is the paper that is currently in peer review that presents the algorithm, its formal definition, the Arrowspace library, and what we call tau modulation, that is the downstream application for retrieval augmented generation. In this paper, we compare spectral indexing, that we call SPIN, with pure cosine similarity, that is our geometric search references. We found that we can actually retrieve the same top K results, but while accessing 80-20% more information. That is all the semantic information that was before basically left on the table by running geometric only searches. And we measured this with some nice scores and metrics that we developed in the paper. In particular, semantic uplift, that is actually the metrics we defined to address this that we call the semantic gap. This, besides making results better, it also makes re-rank better and more. And the re-ranking is usually more similar to what a human expert would how a human expert will rank the results of the search. This is all measured using three modes. We have this mixing variable called tau that basically at tau equals 1, we have pure cosines, and by lowering this tau, we start injecting what we call semantic spectral information in the search. And for the CV dataset, that is the common vulnerability and exposure dataset, we have these improvements. We measure these improvements that are slightly relevant if you think we are talking about billion queries most of the time for like a given RAG system. In these diagrams, we actually measure the semantic gap. We can see that here that cosine similarity, we can see in the upper left that cosine similarity, cosine retrieval does not actually guarantee any semantic advantage, while instead the hybrid mode that injects respectively 28 and 48% of spectral signal in the query provide an uplift that actually measure the increased accuracy of the query results. This is the most relevant diagrams in which basically on the track COVID dataset, that is a labeled dataset on which label are actually assigned by human experts. We can see that for a tau of 65%, the recall is much better. I mean, it's slightly better, but increasingly better in as the number of query goes up than cosine similarity. Why this happens? Like why there is this semantic gap? While for like lower dimensional spaces, geometric information can basically cover most of the needs we need for most of the needs we run into for geometric search. The more the dimension increases, the more they go up towards the 1,000, 10,000 number of dimension. This gap start to make clear that that is actually eating the quality. And that we can actually use the dimensionality of the vector space to actually cover this gap and improve the what we call now the semantic search of put in place by the algorithm. This implies, as a consequence, a very nice new set of tools. Spectral indexing can be used inside vector databases. It makes semantic retrieval more accurate. That means better retrieval augmented generation. Language model can now modulate that semantic recall through something we call tau modulation by adjusting the slider of how much spectral signal they want in their search. This has been like tested and proved very effective in monitoring data drifting in your dataset before pushing the dataset to production. It has been tested very effective on anomaly detection, where basically it's much more convenient to spot out of distribution data points using spectral information. And we are trying it to make inline associative memory out of tau modulation. That is something that resembles a delta memory. And then above all, we have a very nice, very early stage results for mechanistic analysis, for which graph wiring is used to actually go and investigate the latent space and how activation takes place in the latent space subspace. We build the spectral engines on top of this. You can go and try it, and you can actually test on your own experience what are the improvements using the different kind of search, the different tau modulations, tau modes. I wrote a book and published an ebook about all the background that brought me to the development of graph wiring at Arrowspace. And yeah, you can follow me at tune.org.uk. And you can also actually sponsor me on GitHub, so you can receive novel research about what I'm working on and about all these great new achievements that are possible using high-dimensional spaces. So yeah, I will be glad to take questions later, and thanks a lot for listening.